YouTube, what's happening? It's your boy Casino G Dope Recipe. You are back again in the Trap Basement News Street Edition. Now, y'all know there's a lot going on with this Big Meech and Tammy and Lil Meech, Rick Ross, and all type of stuff. So 50 got on the phone with Tammy, and 50's always gonna have something up his sleeve, man. You know what I mean? He ain't just gonna be letting Rick Ross go in on him like that and think he's gonna just. But I think it's looking real bad for that boy Meech because seems like 50 got Tammy on his side. You feel me? And Tammy's about to help 50 expose Big Meech because she said ever since Big Meech came home, he been acting kind of funny. So she about to put her foot on his neck as well as the third party snitch. You feel me? The show that he set his homeboy up for 27 to 30 years or whatever. You know what I mean? But let's listen to this audio real quick. This little clip of shout out to Smoking News TV, man, because he didn't made a raw video and them on the audio, man. Let's listen to this real quick.
It's unfortunate, right? Yeah. It really is, but I agree. So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. Yeah. And I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
That's it. That's all it
is. Now, that was 50 and Tammy. Yeah. The CS1, whatever she is, the snitch, informant, whatever you want to call her, you know what I mean? That's who that was right there with 50 on the phone. So, 50 now is washing up and scrubbing up the little whatever. He done with the Big Meech, BMF, all that type of stuff. He's about to be working on Tammy because I think even everybody think that might be a bigger motion, bigger story to plot to tell. Because she was messing with the gang and messing with the police, and that's kind of deep. So all this stuff is going on. Now this where it gets Mickey at because I feel like they put Lil Meech in a bad situation because Lil Meech, he didn't send basically 50 a message on IG or something like that, and he said that basically he don't care about all this internet stuff, and 50 knows him, very well. He said he told 50, the real me, man, and the only reason my dad took the picture with Rick Ross, Rose, is because Rose is helping him pay his bills to the next season of BMF come out, to the next season. But then 50 replied back and said, what season, little ninja? It ain't no season. Because if you guys know anything about 50, 50 feels betrayed. And 50 stands on loyalty. And everybody knows that in the industry. You know how 50 is. He stands on loyalty. Your uncle, Southwest T, gets out taking pictures with Supreme. And that threw 50 off. And then your dad taking pictures with Rose. You know what I mean? Because, they got a little beef. 50, do all the trolling. 50's the king of trolling. You know what I mean? He's a troller. Rick Ross is a troller. You know what I mean? But then, so, during all that, messaging with Lil Meech and 50, Lil Meech did say that he said F Rick Ross. He don't care about Rick Ross. You know what I mean? He's saying that he only took a picture because his dad needs to pay his bills to the next season of BMF. So basically, he's letting you know, he's saying that message to him. His dad don't got no money to even pay his bills. And Rick Ross is Rose is basically helping him pay his bills because he can't do it. He hurting. So that lets you know right now, that Big Meech BMF money, that stuff's gone. You feel me? He ain't eating no more. But, you know what I'm saying? So, story to it, Meech's lawyer gets on there. He gets on IG or something, and he says that 50, you didn't got $150 million off of Stars and off the BMF series, whatever. And he's saying that Big Meech didn't get no money out of that. But the thing is, that ain't up to 50 to be giving Big Meech no money. Because because 50 don't own your life rights. Tammy does. The snitch, the cop. So, if you ain't get the money that you were supposed to get, that means Tammy didn't pay you. Not 50. They're throwing stuff on 50 that had nothing to do with 50. you signed your life rights over to her. So if you didn't get your money, how you supposed to get your money? You need to be going at her. Your lawyer needs to be going at her and not 50. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of Mickey stuff going on, and then 50, he busts power plays and makes moves. You know what I mean? So 50 now seems like he's focusing on Tammy. You know what I mean? And I really think that none of this snitch stuff would even happen to Big Meech if he did not sign up or even mess around with Rose, because Rose got the little car show stuff going on, but I think everybody knows that the BMF series, because they could do all type of spinoffs, to him going to prison and all type of stuff, the whole script, you know what I mean? They could have did a whole spinoff that it could have been way bigger than just 1 year car show a year. Like, Rose does this car show one time a year. The BMF series is a way bigger situation, way more money, you know what I mean? And I think it's really affecting Lil Meech the most, because Lil Meech is like, man, he said it himself that he really respects 50. 50 put him in a situation when nobody else was putting him in no situation. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta realize that Lil Meech was trying to be a rapper at one point and everything else. And, if you do know that Lil Meech was dating Rose's daughter at one point, he still didn't do nothing with Lil Meech. He didn't put him on or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Rose just did that just to get back at Meech. And Big Meech just thought it was a money move because Rose, like he said, like Lil Meech said, said that he only did that because Rose was going to help him pay his bills because he needs help paying his bills. That's the only reason why he did it. And, and obviously Tammy ain't giving him no money or enough money because he still needs help pay his bills, man. He can't afford to pay his bills. But Lil Meech, I think he has more loyalty. He's loyal to 50, but he's more loyal to his dad. But he's kind of feeling it because he's like, man, I wasn't having no emotion before 50 put him on. Before 50 put him on, he wasn't having no emotion. You know what I'm saying? And now it seems like 50 is focusing on Tammy. You know what I mean? And then you got Big Meech's lawyer talking about you made $150 million off the stars and you didn't give Big Meech no money and da-da-da. That wasn't up to 50 to give him no money. That was up to Tammy, the person to give the life rights to give him the money. He's going to get his cut out of her, not him. You know what I'm saying? But now Tammy seems like Big Meech is trying to back up from her, so now she's about to put him out there as being that third party snitch. You know what I mean? This stuff is just getting real Mickey. Because what's going to happen if Tammy proves that Big Meech knew and did set up his homeboy, but he tried to do a third party, and that's why he tried to say, oh, whatever, just leave me out of it. That doesn't sound like no real dude that's standing on business. That don't seem like a real mafia dude that stands on loyalty. You know what I mean? How Big Meech has always been before, him going to the pen and everything else and catching his case. So if Tammy could really prove that Big Meech really did some third party Mickey business, how are you guys all gonna look at Big Meech? Is Big Meech still gonna be this big old hero that everybody be looking at him like? You know what I mean? And I think that Lil Meech is suffering the most because I think he really genuinely has respect for 50, and 50's like, no, man, your uncle's messing with the ops, and your dad's messing with the ops. No, man, I can't mess with you. I gotta let you go. You feel me? Because it's too much going on. Meech might be loyal to him because Lil Meech said that F Rose. He said it. He said F Rose. So he said, man, listen, man, you know me better than that. You know the real me, 50. You know me. You know what I mean? And I think he is really, genuinely like, sincerely like messes with 50 because he appreciates what everything 50 has done for him. You know what I mean? Like, put him in acting school, gave him a chance, and he said it. He said that when Big Meech was locked up, this came out of Lil Meech's mouth. He said when his dad was locked up, no one was doing nothing for him and his mom. No one but 50. 50 looked out for Lil Meech and his mom, make sure they were eating and everything was good. So I really do feel like, and Lil Meech say he looked at 50 like a second dad. You know what I mean? He highly appreciates 50 what he did for him. And you know what I mean? So for his dad to do that, 50's like, bro, I get it, but Lil Meech, man, you're people. You feel me? It's not. No, no, your people are doing weird stuff. You know what I mean? And Rose calling them broke and stuff like that, and tell me if you need a loan, holler at the biggest boss and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But and you know, when you look at net worth, you know, you check it out. It says say that Rose does have more money than 50, but I think that's the only reason why is because 50 don't do certain things that other people do. Like, you know what I mean? You don't never see 50 running around with Diddy and them. You know, he was going in on people that was getting money like Diddy. He was going in on Diddy and them. He wasn't rocking with them people. So a lot of money that 50 could have made, he didn't make because he wasn't rocking with them. You know, 50's a different type of dude. He don't rock with the ops and weird people. So, you know, that's why he didn't get caught in none of that diddler stuff or nothing and still get money. You know what I mean? So you don't rock with that crowd, you don't get down, you know what I mean? So you won't be, you feel me? You guys know what I'm talking about. But what if Tammy and 50 exposes Big Meech on this third party snitching? If Tammy, the life of Tammy goes and he does a little spinoff with Tammy and she exposes Big Meech for really setting his homeboy up and try to do the third party stuff and then say, oh, whoop, and just say, just leave me out of it because he knows, leave him out of it because he knows if he gets caught up in it, the truth is going to come out. That's how I really feel. And if they're mad that he's messing with Rose because he didn't get a bigger cut of the money of that $150 million from Stars, from BMF, that's not 50 Cent's fault. That is Tammy's fault. Because that's who's holding his life rights. Not 50. But now 50 got a power play in the making. And he's like, bro, you want to play with me? Watch what I do. Now Tammy is talking about, yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. And if they don't like it or not, you hear what she said? Come on, man, it's about to go down. I'm telling you right now, I really feel like Tammy really got some dirt on that boy, Big Meech. And I think his back is against the wall right now because if Tammy exposes Big Meech being a third party snitch and set up his homeboy that's doing 27, 30 years, stuff is going to hit the fan. Yeah, things are going to be real Mickey for Big Meech. And he is not going to, nobody's going to look at him the same. But you know what they say, man, some of the biggest ones in the game do be spitting names. You know what I mean? Just to get their change and try to get some time off. Because I got this third party snitching stuff got me all confused. Because I started thinking to myself, how many other people that's not famous have done this? You know what I mean? I started thinking like that. So, you know, tell me what you guys think about this, man. I need y'all to hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe. Share to a friend and all that good stuff if you're messing with the Trap Basement News Street Edition. Because, woo, this stuff is really about to get the cooking, man. 50 got a power play. 50 got a power play up his sleeve, and he's using Tammy. And I think Meech better do something because I think she got the dirt on that boy for real.